With less than 2 weeks remaining until the election, this station is sorry to report that it finds itself unable to endorse either of the candidates for mayor of New York. Both Mr. Heller and Mr. Salvino have been pumping scandalous amounts of money into slick advertising campaigns that so far have demonstrated little more than their ability to slander each other and squander campaign contributions. In the view of this station, the only issue being raised by the Heller-Salvino debate is whether the city of New York is for sale and just how much slush money it will take to buy it.
Running for political office is extremely expensive unless you win, and it's unheard of to do it with your own money.
Yeah, what does he know about politics?
That is not the point. He's trying to do some good with his money. Look, I finally figured this whole thing out. That's why he gets so upset when he makes a profit, because it makes him feel guilty. He's trying to do the right thing for once in his life.
Could you please give us your reasons for your sudden and unexpected candidacy?
I figure voting for Salvino or Heller is just as silly as them running for office, which is just as silly as me running for office. The only thing not silly is the power of the people's vote. And I think the people should use it to vote for none of the above.
Mr. Brewster, are we to understand that you actually don't want anyone to vote for you?
What I'm saying is I think only an idiot would vote for me.
Mr. Brewster, have you taken positions on any of the issues facing the city? Sanitation, union corruption, urban renewal.
Let's get to the bottom line, right? I'm here to buy your vote.
With only 10 days, Mr. Brewster, with only 10 days left before the election, how do you expect to find that kind of support for that position?
I don't expect to get support. In fact, I'm asking people not to send money into my candidacy. I think the people should keep their money. They're going to need it after this election. Brewster, that's me, right? And tonight, I'm here to talk to you about none of the above. You know how it is around election time and you decide not to vote because the two candidates are so repulsive. Repulsive's not the word. We're all full of shit.
I didn't think you were supposed to use that kind of language on television.
Maybe he's just trying to get his point across.
I never wear a suit and a tie. Never. I mean, these are just things that politicians use to trick you into thinking that they're respectable. Well, to the politician, huh?
Prime time on every station? Worse than that, he's on network. He's running spots in all 52 states just in case any New Yorkers are on vacation.
Write in none of the above on your ballot. Don't vote for any of us. We're assholes. We'll only make things worse. Let's drink to it. Neither my opponents nor me win the election. I want to ask the question. Who's buying the booze? You! Who's buying the food? You! And who's trying to buy your vote? You! And who are you going to vote for? Say it again. Let Let me hear it one more time!
Well, you can call it outrageous. You can call it a breath of fresh air. But what you can no longer call it is a joke campaign. The eccentric multimillionaire Montgomery Brewster is electrifying crowds and is starting to show up in the polls. All this reporter can say is, I hate to see what he could do if he was serious.
So, what do you want to talk about?
What do I want to talk about? Your people called my people.
Bullshit. Your people made the first move.
What's the difference? You both got the same problem.
Brewster.
Yeah, no kidding. You heard what he said about us in his speech yesterday. Here, I'll quote it for you. Heller and Salvino are both just a couple of overgrown wharf rats. Why else would anybody spend $10 million to get a $60,000 a year job unless he planned to steal it back with interest? And you and I are going to sue him for every cent he's got.
It's very good, Heller. Very good.
Morning. I called him a couple of overgrown wharf rats, and I had to pay him $4 million for the emotional damage it did.
You don't have to talk to these guys, Ronnie.
What do you think your opponents now, Mr. Brewster? I think they're slime, and you can quote me on that.
Don't quote him on that, please. You didn't mean anything by that.
Any prediction on the game this afternoon, Brewster?
Hey, I'm taking that game more serious than I am this election, I can tell you that.
Can we take anything you say seriously, Mr. Brewster?
It's like that old saying, if bullshit were money, I'd be a millionaire. Well, I'm a millionaire.
Mr. Brewster,